Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to get a six-pack for the first time. The coveted six-pack, the pinnacle ingredient to looking shredded and having other people think that you are completely healthy. Now, just because you have a six-pack doesn't mean that you're healthy, but I would venture to say that more people who have a leaner stomach are probably more healthy than people who don't have a leaner stomach. But all that having a six-pack means is that you just have low body fat in and around your abdominal area. That's all that it means. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to get a six-pack for the first time, why I think that's important, and then how you actually do it. So the reason I wanted to make this video was because I lost 70 pounds jumping rope. That's kind of the whole point of this channel. It's something I talk about a lot. But the first time that I ever got a six-pack, I was 26 or 27 years old. So basically like 9-10 years ago. And that did a lot of things for me, which I want to get into in this video. But I say get a six-pack for the first time because before that, I was always just a bigger, huskier guy and just sort of thought like, I'm not the type of person to get a six-pack. So while I think that making six-pack videos all the time is not the type of content that I love to make, this story in particular is about what this did for me and why I actually think there are some positive benefits to getting a six-pack and what it can do for you. Also, I want to preface, getting a six-pack and maintaining one is not the end-all be-all of fitness. On this channel, we talk about it a lot, but longevity, performance, muscular structure, being strong, all of those things are way more important than just having, a six-pack or being super low body fat. But like I said, as someone who went through a 70-pound transformation in my late 20s, there's some benefits that I noticed. So this video is targeted more towards my younger males, but that's only because that was my experience. I was a thick guy, then I lost a bunch of weight and got a six-pack in my late 20s. So I think there's a lot of dudes in their 20s who can relate to what I'm saying. But listen, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it's all good. This video can still apply to you. Maybe you're 75 years old and you've never gotten a six-pack, and this video is going to help you do that. Now, I do want to say, for women, I don't necessarily believe hormonally it's good for women to have such a low body fat percentage that they have a six-pack. By the way, ladies, I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. I actually prefer, like aesthetically, this might sound a little bit hypocritical because for myself and what I think peak optimal performance is for a man, I think that having a six-pack or a lean stomach is the goal, or that should be the goal. But my personal preference for women is actually curvier women or more of that hourglass shape and not super lean. So basically the information I'm going to give you in this video can pertain to men or women. All right, what are the benefits to a six-pack? Looking friggin' sick. No, but seriously, the obvious one would be the weight loss or physique change. Let's call a spade a spade. People who have six-packs, it looks aesthetically pleasing and it typically gets associated with being really healthy or really fit. So the first benefit is just the look. But the absolute biggest one, number two, the confidence boost that I got from getting a six-pack told me a couple things, and that is by far that's the number one reason I'm making this video. When I first saw myself losing belly fat and getting a six-pack, I was like, oh yeah, Dan Whitmer, like I did that. Like I'm one of those guys who can get a six-pack if I want to. So it just boosted my confidence knowing that I had the formula to be able to get super fit. And then that confidence was, started to spill over into other areas of my life, like work, relationships, and just having more confidence in my day-to-day life. Number three, it helped to show myself that I follow through with what I'm gonna say. So I was 70 pounds overweight. Like I had to lose 70 pounds in order to get a six-pack. So that was a long process, which I've detailed before on this YouTube channel. But it just showed me like I can do something and set my mind to something for more than a couple of months and follow through with it and do it. Number four, it helped to show me that if I need to get in shape for some kind of event, that I can do it. Now, this is not a good mindset to have. I'm not saying, because I personally talk a lot about on this channel, I hate when people are like, hey, I have a wedding coming up, I want to get in shape. I'm like, no, it's a lifestyle. You got to do it all the time, which is true. But let's say you do have a wedding coming. Let's say it's your wedding. Being able to get a six-pack definitely helped give me that confidence. Like, oh yeah, when I need to get super lean, I can. So for example, if I'm doing a shoot with JRD and, I've been eating a little bit too much before that, and like a week or two before the shoot, I'm like, all right, I need to lose like 10 pounds and just get super shredded. I know that I can do that. There's a bit of comfort that comes along with that because you can allow yourself to enjoy good food and gain a little bit of weight and not be totally freaked out that you're gonna like ruin all your goals. goals. Number 5, losing fat and getting a six-pack can just make you feel more lighter and athletic, and then it's going to open you up to do other things that maybe you wouldn't have done if you were out of shape. And number 6, overall health. I don't think it's good to be like 4 or 5% body fat. It's actually really hard to be that lean, but I don't think it's good to be such a low body fat percentage. I think it messes with your hormones and your body doesn't naturally like that. However, I would say that having a leaner physique or closer to a six-pack is better than being super overweight because of all the stress that that puts on your organs. This video today is brought to you by me, the Jump Rope Dude. I want to make you guys aware of a free PDF we have. It's a free PDF. You just put your email in the link that's below. It's also in the description, but you can print out this PDF and put it on your wall, and it's sort of like the JRD Bible for all the 10 things that actually matter the most to weight loss, and they're all super basic things. My whole goal with Jump Rope Dudes is to make the process of losing weight and getting fit a lot easier and more fun, and so this is sort of my 10 things that are like, these are the 10 most basic things you need to focus on. Just do these and forget the other complexity. All right, now, how do I get a six-pack? How do I actually do this? First of all, give yourself 6 to 12 months to make this happen. Lasting change does not happen in 1 month or 3 months. You got to tell yourself, like, look, dude, even if you have 100 pounds to lose, you definitely, it's going to be more to that like 12-month time frame. But even if you only have like 20 pounds to lose, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and be like, all right, dude, this is going to take 6 months, maybe 12 months, maybe 18 months. So I'm in this for the long haul. That's all good. I'm going to stick to what Dan's about to say coming up here, but I know that this is not going to happen for me in just like a couple weeks. All right, number 1, calorie deficit. If you want to get a six-pack, literally I could just say calorie deficit. Like, I don't even need to say these other things on here. By being in a calorie deficit, like, that's how you lose body fat and weight. And all I mean by calorie deficit is that you are burning a total net calories of, you are burning more calories than you are consuming. Now, creating a calorie deficit can happen in a few different ways, so I'm going to talk about that in number 2, which is just doing high intensity jump rope workouts. We talk about doing 4 to 5 or 6 of these per week, anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure they're intense. We have a bunch of free ones on this channel and the JRD app, so no excuse. And those are done mostly with weighted ropes, by the way. So I would definitely recommend doing this with weighted ropes because you can burn more calories and it stimulates your muscles, making it not easier, but more efficient at getting a six-pack. Number 3, bodyweight exercises or weightlifting. So the jump rope portion is kind of more cardio and high intensity based. I think it's important to get a six-pack that you also need to do activities that stimulate your muscles, like push-ups, pull-ups, squats, or if you want to go into the gym and do squats, deadlifts, things like that. When it comes to exercising, there's like a cardio component, which for me is high intensity jump rope, and then the bodyweight exercise component to stimulate your muscles and help build muscle. Number 4, walking. Walking is, dude, it's the golden nugget, man. Like, if you just go for walks, it will be much easier to lose belly fat and to get a six-pack. Easiest thing to say to yourself is just 10K steps, because that's a good benchmark. Number 5, your diet. Watch this video if you haven't. It details exactly how I eat to stay lean, but basically you want to prioritize your protein. So you want to think about most of the food that you're going to eat for the day and what kind of really yummy, nutritious protein can I eat, and then fill the rest in on top of that. But always be thinking about how can I prioritize my protein first, because if you eat protein rich foods first, you're not going to be as hungry for those little dangerous, tempting, potato chippy types of foods. All right, well, that is the video for today. Please comment below. I try to make these videos, I know that I'm giving a lot of the same information in these videos, but they're all very personal to me and my journey. And I feel like the biggest way that I can contribute to your weight loss journey is just by sharing mine. So please comment below. Let me know what questions you guys have. And if you need the world's best jump rope, don't forget it's linked up in the description of this video. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, leave a comment and I'll see you on the next one.